Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you are here. And if I haven't gotten a chance to share it with you, as today is January 2nd, 2025, Happy New Year's to you. I did actually drop a video earlier today, so if you haven't had an opportunity to check it out, please go ahead and do so after you watch this video. Now, it appears that New Beginnings is taking on a nice direction for two of the mothers of two sets of neo R&B singers' children. That is his ex-wife, Crystal Renee, and another mother, which would be Sade, and I can't say her last name at the moment. Now, we all know there was a tumultuous situation when it came to Neo and his divorce from Crystal Renee, who I believe was his first wife, but he did also have a very well-known relationship with a young lady named Moneta, who is now married and has two of his first children, I believe. And I also believe that they were actually engaged until they broke up. Now, Manuela seems to be happily married and moving along in her life, and seems to be co-parenting, seems to be working well for both of the parents. Now, Crystal's situation is a little bit different, considering that there was obviously the outing of infidelity in regards to their marriage that was pretty much spread all over social media. So a lot of things had unraveled, and it just got really, really messy. And yeah, we find ourselves with looks to be some time and reconciliation between two of the mothers in this particular situation. Now, there was a show that Crystal Renee was on, I want to say it was last year. It was on the We channel, I believe. And I cannot think, I think it was Bougie to something. I can't remember. Bougie to something. If you remember and you watched it, drop it down below for me. Because yeah, I can't remember, but it's Bougie to something or something to Bougie. And in that particular reality show, which did cover a few individuals, wives or whatnot that had celebrity connections. Usher Raymond, Usher, his first wife was actually on that show as well. And there was a few other ladies as well that I can't really, names are not coming to me at the moment. But they actually had opportunities to kind of share about what was going on in their lives. And one of the things that obviously was really intriguing at the time, because they were kind of newly divorced, was with Crystal Renee and Neo, what was going on with their situation, and how things were coming into play for the co-parenting between Crystal Renee and Moneta. Now, Crystal Renee has shared that her and Moneta actually came to a sense of resolution as well, and that they do work well, or were working well at the time. And I would assume it's probably still continuing on for the betterment of the children, to be able to help within the co-parenting cycle. So it didn't appear that things were going so great for any of the baby's mothers that were acquired after Crystal Renee, but it now looks like there is a change to that. So let's go ahead and get into that sharing, and I definitely would love to know your thoughts. So go ahead and feel free to, respectfully throw those in the comment section as well. So now we are getting this sharing from rollingout.com, and I want to kind of go through this sharing also because it has a lot of details and stuff to kind of let us know what it has going and how it was able for them to transpire this reconciliation, which I'm sure is quite frankly music to Neo's ears, no pun intended. So let's go ahead and get into the sharing. Now, again, according to rollingout.com, Neo's ex-wife and ex-girlfriend shock fans with new relationship. Now, Crystal Renee and Sade Bagnaris move past painful history to form a surprising bond and setting an inspiring example of healing and forgiveness. In a year that's already proven to be full of surprises, a remarkable friendship has emerged between two women connected by their complicated past with R&B star Neo. Now, Crystal Renee, his ex-wife of 8 years, and Sade Bagnaris, his former girlfriend, have transformed their once contentious relationship into a genuine bond of support and understanding. The entertainment industry rarely witnesses such profound transformations, making their story particularly compelling. Their journey from adversaries to allies has captured public attention and sparked conversations about healing and forgiveness and modern relationships. Now, the path to reconciliation shares that the journey to the friendship began when Sade took a bold step forward, sharing a candid moment with Crystal on Instagram. Their public display of unity represents more than just a social media moment. It symbolizes a profound healing process that both women have undergone after experiencing similar emotional challenges. Now, Sade's heartfelt message acknowledged the deep wounds both women carried, particularly addressing Crystal's experience of betrayal during her 8-year marriage to Neo. The vulnerability displayed in their public exchange reveals the authentic nature of their newfound connection. Now, their initial steps towards friendship began with the private conversations that eventually led to mutual understanding. This gradual process of healing demonstrates the time and emotional work required to move past deeply rooted pain. Now, a complex history unraveled through the means of the fact that the story behind this is unexpected friendship spans nearly a decade. Crystal and Neo's relationship began in 2015, leading to marriage and the birth of 3 children. However, their seemingly perfect union crumbled in July of 2022 when Crystal publicly revealed Neo's infidelity on social media, describing years of deception and betrayal. The situation became even more complicated when their divorce finalization in January of 2023 brought to light that Neo had fathered 2 sons with Sade during his marriage to Crystal. This revelation could have deepened the divide between the 2 women, making their current friendship even more remarkable. The timeline of events reveals a pattern of emotional turmoil that both women endured. Crystal's marriage to Neo was marked by public appearances and declarations of love, making the revelation of this infidelity particularly devastating. Meanwhile, Sade's relationship with Neo developed under circumstances that would typically create lasting animosity between the women involved. Now, breaking the cycle of animosity concerned itself with being, instead of maintaining the expected hostility, both women chose a different path. Their decision to support each other demonstrates remarkable emotional maturity and a shared understanding that transcends their past conflicts. This transformation speaks volumes about their character and determination to create positive change in their lives. Now, the process of breaking down barriers between them involved acknowledging their shared experiences and recognizing that their previous antagonism served no constructive purpose. Their ability to see beyond their past grievances has created an opportunity for genuine friendship and mutual support. Now, the impact on the family dynamics is served through their reconciliation as it extends beyond personal healing, significantly affecting their children's lives. By choosing friendship over animosity, Crystal and Sade have created a more harmonious environment for their families. This decision reflects a deep understanding of how adult relationships can impact children's emotional well-being. The blended family dynamic they're creating provides their children with the model of a healthy conflict resolution and emotional maturity. Their cooperation and co-parenting demonstrates how adults can prioritize children's needs over personal grievances. Now, setting a new standard for modern relationships, it details the fact that their story of challenges conventional narratives about relationships between women who share a complicated romantic history. By choosing understanding and support over continued conflict, they're redefining how society views such situations and setting an example for others facing circumstances that are similar to theirs. This paradigm shift in handling complex relationship dynamics offers hope and guidance to others navigating similar situations. Their story proves that traditional narratives of rivalry and bitterness can be replaced with understanding and support. Now, the power of public healing allows its way in social media, as it has played a unique role in their reconciliation journey. By sharing their story publicly, they've created a space for important conversations about forgiveness, growth, and the complexity of modern relationships. Their transparency has resonated with many who find themselves in similar situations. The public nature of their healing journey has also provided accountability and encouragement from their supporters. Comments and messages from fans have reinforced the positive impact of their decision to forge a friendship. Now, looking forward toward the future, well, as 2025 unfolds, Crystal and Sade's friendship continues to evolve. Their story serves as a powerful reminder that healing is possible even in the most challenging of circumstances. Their ability to transform pain into understanding and conflict into friendship offers hope to others struggling with similar relation dynamics. Now, both women have expressed their commitment to maintaining and strengthening their bond, recognizing that their friendship benefits not only themselves, but also their extended family network. Their forward-thinking or forward-looking approach emphasizes growth and possibility rather than dwelling on past hurts. Now, the ripple effect of forgiveness allows for the impact of their reconciliation as it extends beyond their immediate circle. Their story has sparked discussions about forgiveness, emotional healing, and the importance of women supporting women. The overwhelming positive response from the public demonstrates how their journey resonates with many who have experienced similar situations, creating a new narrative. Their story represents a departure from typical celebrity drama narratives. Instead of perpetrating cycles of conflict and public feuding, Crystal and Sade have chosen to write a different ending to their story. Now, this choice not only benefits their immediate family, but also provides an alternative model for handling complex relationship dynamics in the public eye. The role of emotional intelligence, the development of their friendship, showcases the importance of emotional intelligence in dealing from relationship trauma. Both women have demonstrated remarkable self-awareness and interpersonal skills in navigating their complex situations. Their ability to process their emotions and communicate effectively has been crucial to building their current relationship. Community impact and support. Well, the broader community's response to their friendship has been overwhelmingly supportive. Social media comments and public reactions reflect appreciation for their maturity and courage in choosing forgiveness over resentment. This public support has likely played a role in reinforcing their commitment to maintain their positive relationship, and their story continues to inspire others to reconsider their own relationship dynamics and the possibility of transformation through forgiveness and understanding. As they move forward, Crystal and Sade's friendship stands as a testament to the power of choosing peace over conflict and understanding over anger. Well, I say bravo to the both of them, and how refreshing is that sharing here. Now, I would love to know your thoughts, so please feel free to share them in the comment section below. This right here is such a display of maturity and emotional intelligence on the high. I am so happy to hear about this story. I hope that it goes and continues in this direction. We need more love and friendship and faith in building friendship out of situations that maybe were less desirable circumstances to be involved. All adults probably took a lot of accountability and definitely retrospection into how they may have approached situations as well. Not necessarily to sit here and go through the blame game from person to person, but to actually be able to sit back and look at what has happened, what is going on, and how does each individual person needs to actually take hold of their own healing in order to then be able to step up to the plate to, connect with the other in order to complete that healing process between the two of them. Because at the end of the day, there are several children that are also involved in this mixture of circumstance. Now, I haven't heard much from Neo. I have also, I don't know if there's been much communication that was shared on social media in regards to his account of what he's seeing, but I can only imagine that this must be music to his ears, as I said earlier, and something that's going to make it hopefully easier for him to navigate his waters of the different mothers of his children, and ensuring that the children, who are the number one importance in that dynamic, are taken care of and have the most healthiest environment in order to be raised and connect with. It also makes it so much easier for the children to actually get together with their other siblings. Of course, there's always going to be situations where there is a rooted area of foundation of animosity towards things that happened in the past. The fact that these two ladies were able to get together and say, look, enough is enough with the foolishness. Let's come together for a better cause. It's better for them. It's better for the children. And of course, it continues to help in their healing as well, because what are we fighting for? At the end of the day, there's so many things going on everyday life that we really need to pay attention to, that we really need to have our attention at. And if we're constantly going at each other, we're not getting anywhere. So this is such a message that could be resonated in so many different other situations and scenarios that we see on an everyday basis. And unfortunately, we can't have the same type of connection in all of those, but I do hope that this continues to have a ripple effect, especially when it comes to those interpersonal skills that are needed in these relationships, when it comes to being able to part ways from an ex and be able to move forward, even for yourself, where it needs to be accountability taking place. reflection taking place, introspection taking place, and accountability when there's need to be, forgiveness when there's need to be, apology, and changed behavior that needs to be. So I can't say from any higher of a building, if you will, to shout out how happy I am to see something like this as a opening into the new year, because we are dealing with and have been dealing with for quite some time so many things that are on the opposite side of that. And at the end of the day, what are we all fighting about at this point? You know, it's unfortunate that relationships did fall apart, but this is what happens in everyday life. And it's what we do with those situations and how we come out of those situations that really is the mark of who we are. Now, a lot of people can say that definitely the things that, was put out there in regards to the infidelity, that's wrong, 100%. So the fact that these two ladies were able to come together and be able to move forward from that positioning is really, yeah, it is remarkable, quite frankly. And I hope again that it continues to be a trend for situations, because both ladies deserve the opportunity to move on and have fruitful relationships with other individuals that they should have of their own choosing, without having the burdensome of the pain that was inflicted on them. I'm sure of no interest of them wanting to have to deal with, to be continue marring them and their emotions as well. So again, bravo to these two ladies. And I hope that this leads to more of an example of how we continue to treat each other in situations, how we attach ourselves to the concept of what conflict resolution truly is, and all the get backing and all that kind of stuff that's really unnecessary and doesn't really get you to any place that you need to, but just more hostility and animosity. And truth be told, what you put out into the energy, which I'm a firm believer in, that you will get back, whether you get it back immediately or sometime later on down the line. Karma waits for no one, and karma shows up whenever it feels like it. So remembering how to look into, how we speak and deal with each other is always, a way to go in my book. Of course, there are always situations that, I'm not going to always be able to tighten up in a neat bow. So whatever you need to do for yourself to get your healing, and whatever you need to do to get yourself to a place of, peace, is always going to be paramount and first and foremost. And then how you're able to resonate that with others who have wronged you and hurt you, or that you're able to have that communication. Because sometimes forgiveness is not about, being able to continue on with a particular individual. That's a whole nother conversation that we can have as well. But forgiveness is definitely for you and your peace of mind and your ability to move forward. So again, I am so happy for these children. I think this is the best thing that could come out of the situation. And I hope both ladies do find partners who are better suited for them and who will treat them with the utmost respect and love and care that we all so much deserve. So with that being said, I thank you so much for being here. I think I'm going to bid you adieu for this video. Definitely throw your comments down below, your thoughtful, respectful comments down below. I'd love to know your thoughts about this particular reconciliation. And yeah, I just would want to know, what's going on in your mind on this as well. So with that, I'm going to bid you adieu. I do have another video that will be dropping on, gosh, a few hours from now, I guess. So definitely make sure you have your notification bells on so you do not miss that one. And definitely, if you are new here and you haven't had an opportunity to hit that subscribe button, I hope that you will and become part of the family. I would so love to have you as part of the community. And yeah, I enjoy, just having commentary and engaging commentary and building rapport with you guys. And so I do appreciate your viewing and listening support. And yeah, so with that, I will see you later. You take care and be blessed. Bye.